How's it going, guys? It's your DB here, and it's time for episode number 14 of our BAGM Mode Commentary with the Colorado Avalanche. So in the last episode, we left off by signing Miettinen, and I decided, you know what, just to sim across the preseason and the rest of the offseason so you guys don't have to watch that. We ended up finishing 5-1 in the preseason with wins over everyone except for the Winnipeg Jets, and we're just before our first game against the San Jose Sharks, who are 0-1 to start the season. But we're going to take a look at how our team is set up and who we can give up or who can move down, because now we have a dilemma with Nathan MacKinnon being on our roster. So first, let's take a look at goalies, and you can see Miller's 88 overall, so he's definitely our starter, and then Pickard, a solid backup at 81 overall. Then for our defensemen, we've got a solid 6 with Schultz, Eric Johnson, Myers, Ekman Larson up to an 85. Then Barry and Elliott up there. Elliott going up to a 79, and Holden back there in 75 in AHL as an emergency call-up. And then in forwards, we've got Yakupov, Duchesne, Landeskog, Iginla, Riley, McShen, our top 6. Then we've got McGinn, Downey, Miettinen, and finally to round it out, McClement, Prust, and Boyle. Now, Mitchell, one of these four, preferably not McClement and Prust. So Boyle or Mitchell will be sent down, and I'm going to say it's Mitchell. And we're going to have to call up McKinnon because I want to... Alright, so we can't actually do that. So we're going to have to swap, move Bordelot down to the minors. Mitchell, you're going to have to go down to the minors. And then if we want to call up McKinnon, we can't really just call him up because we don't have the salary. So the problem is here, we're going to either have to move Boyle down, or we're going to have to keep McKinnon in the minors. But I really want McKinnon to get some NHL experience just to see how it goes. I mean, our team looks okay in depth. McClement, Boyle's, the problem is both of these guys are pretty much good penalty killers. What we can do is send Prust down because he's kind of just like a grinder there, just kind of in the way, and we could put Downey back on the bottom line with Boyle and a left wing. Maybe I don't want to play McGinn on the fourth line as well. So it's a really it's a challenging thing to do here. I mean, we could play McKinnon as a center on the third line, but as you'll see in his face-offs, they're only at 60, so not looking too good. But I mean, he's a solid player. What we can do is play him for the first part in the AHL and see what happens. If he does develop to an 80 overall, he could get up there. I kind of want to play him on the wing, but I don't want to play him on the fourth line, so that's an issue that's facing us right now. We can play someone like Miettinen down on that fourth line. He is a two-way forward along with Boyle and Prust. And then McClement and, let's say Boyle, Miettinen, and Downey on that fourth line. And then we could take Prust down and put McClement, McGinn, and McKinnon in our thing. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to swap Prust with McKinnon, and actually we're not allowed to do that because of the salary restrictions. So that makes it challenging on us because of that Iginla trade. Now we can't call it McKinnon. So you know what? We're actually going to have to keep him down in the minors depending. Well, Prust has the biggest salary. I mean, I could probably do it with Downey. Actually, I don't think I would because the difference in the salary cap. Well, thinking about the difference, I mean, you should be able to swap Prust down and call McKinnon up, but I guess, you know what, we're stuck with McKinnon in the AHL for the time being. If he gets better, we're definitely going to have to make a trade or something, but I don't mind because he's only 79, and he could get a little bit better there. I don't want him to play on my third line, but so yeah, we'll just go to edit the lines quickly. We'll go with best lines, and so yeah, McClement, we want McGinn to be on our third line. We want Braden Shen, I guess we could put him here. O'Reilly here, so solid is top 6, all around 85, 86. Duchesne dropped in overall as well as Landeskog, but I mean that's to be expected. Then we're going to put McClement here in the center, playing with McGinn and Miettinen, and then Downey, Prust, and Boyle, our grinder line at the bottom. Defense, we're going to have Schultz, Johnson, Myers, Ekman Larson, Elliott, and Barry. No changes there. Power play looks okay to me. On our penalty kill, we're going to have O'Reilly, McClement with Boyle and Landeskog, not Duchesne. And other than that, it looks pretty good for our team. Miller and that looks good. So I guess we could start off by simming, let's just say half the season, see how far we can get. And okay, AHL will just be best lines, and so we'll see how good McKinnon's tearing it up in the AHL, and we'll see how far we go. But it's nice progress for our team. I mean, we came off a Stanley Cup win, well, Stanley Cup final appearance, sorry, not win. But if we keep it up, I mean, we could probably get back into the play. We definitely should get back into the playoffs, and hopefully we can get back into the Stanley Cup Finals and win it this year in our third year with Colorado. We're going to start off this season with a 2-1 win at home. Nice to see there. Landeskog with a goal, again with an assist, and Miller starting off with a win. Always nice to see. Here we go against the Oilers, against our some old foes, and we're going to win that one 3-1. So a nice start, 2-0 here at home. We're on the road against St. Louis, who I think we swept in last year's playoffs. They're off to a good start, 3-0, and we're going to lose that one in overtime, so that's all right. Again, leading our team in goals and assists right now, and this game against Nashville, a 5-2 loss. So we're back down to earth after that 2-game win streak, but that's all right. We're going to keep on going. We're going to see where we are at the end of this simming period, around 10 games. I guess I'll sim 2-2-1. Not looking good. Tampa Bay here. Nice, a win 3-1 at home, so that's good. Keep it up, boys. 3 goals with Landeskog, 3 assists for Yakupov, so it's not looking too bad. Here against Chicago, and they are 3-2-1 as well. They were able to keep Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews on their team so far this year, and a 6-4 to win. So through the first 7 games, we got a 4-2-1 record. We're going to sim the next 3 just so we could go up to 10 games and analyze how we're doing so far this year, and see how McKinnon's doing in the AHL as well. So here we go against Winnipeg. They're 2-5-1, so a bad start for them. Blake Wheeler stirring it up, but we end up winning that one 5-4. So nice to see there. Just going to take a look at who's good, who's going to get projected to go well. I mean, I remember, Johnny, there's a guy named Kapitanov, I think, and I don't see any one like that. Oh, there we go, there's Kapitanov, but I don't think it was the same guy. Valery Kapitanov, no, this guy's a center. Alright, so I don't think he's here, but you know what, we're just going to scout it just to see if we could uncover some hidden prospects. I think I'm going to try, I know Russia was like that, one section that our GM tracker was able to take care of a little bit better. But we're going to take a look if we could add some more. Yes, we can. So amateur scout. We're going to go with the pros. Yeah, amateur scout. We're going to upgrade that. So now he'll visit all areas of the world and on all player types and reveal a good amount of ratings each visit. So that's really good to see. And medical staff, not really too important because it's not. Yeah, so that's not too bad, and we'll keep it at that. So we'll confirm purchases and exit, and see what we can do here. We won against Winnipeg. If we could start the season off with a 7-2-1 record, that'd be fantastic. Here, a game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's another win. So Landeskog with 5 goals, Yakupov with 7 assists. Team looking good. The first line looks like they're playing pretty well. Here we go, this game, and we're 7-2-1. So great start to the season. 5-game win streak, I believe. Yep, 5-game win streak. So doing well at home and on the road so far. And let's take a look at how the other team is, the Lake Erie Monsters. No sign of McKinnon up there, but we're going to take a look at stats and see how it's going over there. For team player stats this season in the NHL for Colorado, who's starting off hot, who's starting off slow, who needs to pick it up, who might be dropping down. I wonder how McGinn's doing on that third line if his points are still up there. Yakupov, look at that, 12 points in 10 games. What a stud. O'Reilly with 9, Landeskog with 9, Schultz with 8. Again, doing pretty well. McGinn kind of dropped off 4 points, but Brainenshen's also got 4 points, so it's no worries there. Ekman Larson stepping up big. Our defensemen are playing well. I'm guessing Ryan Miller's doing pretty good. 6'2", 211 goals against, 92.18 save percentage, so not bad for Ryan Miller. We'll take it. And the AHL is also what I want to check. How McKinnon's doing in his first 7 games for Lake Erie. Wonder if I guess he's getting first line minutes in the AHL. So if he could keep that up and produce McKinnon 5 assists in 7 games, not too bad. But look at that lead, 10 points in 7 games, 10 points in 7 games for Harrison Reed. Anders Lee, this guy 3.5 star red. I think this is one of the guys we just randomly signed. Not sure, but Reed, not bad there. playing pretty good for our team. So I mean, maybe our AHL team could step it up and go far in the calendar. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs last year. Just standings as well for the NHL. We're 4th in the league, and in terms of goals for, we are 7th. Goals against, we are 9th, so up in the top 10. That's fine. 12th in power play percentage, and penalty kill is at 22nd. So once again, our penalty kill not looking as good as it should be, but I mean, it's I don't think I'll be able to fix it, to be honest, because it's just been bad for a while. So we'll sim another 10 games. We'll see how we are at that point. If we could keep up this winning streak to start off the season hot, then that'd be fantastic. Here a game against the Nashville Predators, are also 7-1-1, and we are going to lose to them on the road, but that's right. We're still 7-3-1, and another loss to make it 7-4-1. So just as I say, I kind of might have jinxed it there, because now we're dropping losses like it's nothing. Another win there here against the Chicago Blackhawks, so that's good to see. And looks like our team, our players are actually starting to put up a point per game seasons, because Yakupov so far is looking pretty good. O'Reilly with 9 goals so far this year. Another nice thing to see. And here against Dallas at home, if we could put up a win here, that'd be great. And we lose that one, so we're 8-5-1 here. Game at home against the Habs, who are pretty much shitting the bed at this point, and a win there, so it's good to see. O'Reilly, Yakupov still up there with leading our team, so nice hot start to them. Dallas here, another win. Come on, boys. And a loss 2-0. We get shut out. That's fine. Here a game against the Winnipeg Jets, and we are going to lose that game as well, 4-3. So we're back down to 9-7-1, back down to earth pretty much at this point. 3 more games to sim before we get to the 20 game mark, and it's against the Ducks, the Habs, and the Capitals. A nice 4-0 win there against the Ducks. Here against the Habs, who are 7-10. Another win, so 11-7. Can we wrap this up by going up to 12-7? That'd be great. Come on, a game against the Caps, who are pretty good this year, 12-3-2. Holy smokes. Ovechkin and Backstrom doing well there together, and we are going to lose the game 6-3. So 13-3-2 for the Capitals. We're 11-8-1. So not the best of starts. Could be a little bit better, but let's take a look at the standings. We are in 2nd in our division, so not bad, but Nashville's running away with it with 31 points already. But we're looking like we're going to be battling for a playoff spot if we don't step it up a little bit. In terms of goals, O'Reilly's tied for 8th, I guess. Assists, it's Yakupov 2nd in assists in the league, and then in points, no Yakupov there, so I guess he's just putting up more assists than goals so far this year. No changes there. Alright, let's take a look at McKinnon. Yeah, McKinnon's leading the team in assists, so that's good to see. Mitchell leads in goals, and Bordelot actually the plus minus, so our better players are leading the way in the AHL. Let's just keep simming another 4 or 5 games, and we'll see if we keep on losing, if we get back to like a 500 record, then I'll definitely have to make some changes to our lines. I'll ask you guys maybe what you guys want in terms of that. Another loss here against St. Louis. We lose to okay, nice win, shutout win against the LA. So we're beating the crappy teams, but we're getting smoked by the good teams. So we need we're a good team on paper, to be honest. We should be able to beat teams like Dallas right now. We should be able to beat them, but we lost 5-0. So it's a cause for concern. This game against St. Louis, if we don't win, then I'm definitely gonna have to make some changes, because we'll be dropping back down to 500 at this point. And we are going to lose that game as well, 4-1. So we're getting smoked. And a nice start to the season ends up getting nullified at this point, because we're down to 17th in the league. Let's see what's going wrong here. Goals for, back down to 21st, so our offense is starting to tail off. Goals against are getting worse. Power play down to 24th, and then penalty kills at 20th. So we need to make some changes for the power play at least, because as you can see, it's not working. Let's take a look at what's going on here. And so that's why, because I want O'Reilly playing on that line instead of McGinn. So that's, I think, the main reason that it was kind of screwing up there. O'Reilly, Iginla, Shen looks like a good pairing there. Yakupov, Duchesne, Landeskog, Myers, Schultz, Ekman, Larson, Johnson. That should be fine. 4-man power play, Shen, Landy, We're going to change that to O'Reilly because I feel like he's a little bit of a better player in terms of goals. You know, you see how he's pouring it on. McClement, O'Reilly, Boyle, Landeskog. Might want to change this. Let's try. I kind of want to try McGinn just to see how he's doing. Defensive awareness not that good, but O'Reilly, Landeskog's up there, so I mean we'll probably leave him. Be the smart choice to have. But I mean McClement's only at an 85. I don't know what Boyle's at right now. He's at an 84. I mean he does have the checking, but I'm kind of tempted just to see what will happen if we put like a Braden Shen up there, or maybe an Iginla to play on the PK. We could put McClement down here and then Iginla on this PK line, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's worth a shot. We're not winning right now, so if we could change that up. And so Picard's going to be starting the next game. Another thing is that I put the auto-rotate goalies on for this season. So if we notice that Picard's playing a lot more games than Miller, then definitely we're going to have to turn that off. I put Miller in the net for most of them, but we'll let Picard get a couple starts here and there. But yeah, let's just take a look before we start to see how much Picard is going. Because at the start of the year, he wasn't going. He wasn't getting too much games. He only had 1, and Miller had like 9. I'm gonna say. But if that changes quickly and Picard's getting more starts, then definitely need to turn that off and control it myself. 21-5. Okay, no complaints there. But Miller getting a couple losses. Picard not doing too well. Let's take a look at how other teams are doing in terms of games played. Columbus, Houston's playing a lot more than Bobrovsky, so that's one thing. Lettinen playing more, so that's good for Dallas. Howard playing more, kind of too close for comfort there. Emery playing more, even though he's worse. The difference between, yeah, that's definitely a thing. EA definitely has to patch in the next patch update. I guess hopefully it'll be fixed for my next GM mode, whenever that may be. But right now we gotta focus on Colorado and get them winning. So we're gonna keep simming. You know what? We'll just sim to the end of the year, and we'll see how we're doing at that point. If we feel like we're losing a bunch in the middle of the season, I guess we might have to stop and change up some lines. But let's see a new PKs. All right. So nice win over New York there. And so we'll sim to the end of the year, end of the calendar year, and we'll see how we are at that point. Another win, so maybe that little change with putting Iginla on the PK might have helped something. But here's a big test against the Capitals. They smoked us the first time, 6-3, on the road this time, and we are going to win 4-1. So look at that, we're starting to pick it up. 4 goals in the last 3 games given up, so not looking too bad at all. Here against the Pittsburgh Penguins, I don't know. Usually in NHLs, Pittsburgh Penguins don't do too good. They have some bad years, but I think I saw them looking pretty good so far this year. Projection. Just going to take a look at who has any good players. A couple first rounders here, so we'll just scout in the WHL forwards. So yeah, Pittsburgh had a pretty decent record, I guess you can say. We'll sim up to this day. See if we get a win here. No, we lose 4-3, but that was an overtime, so I'm not too worried about that. Here against the Ottawa Senators on the road, so I guess we're going on a huge road trip here. I don't know if it's strung back to the, yes, it did string back to the Capitals game. So it's a 3, 4, maybe 5 game road trip, but a nice win against the Senators to make it 6-4. And a 16-11-2 record here against the Bruins, who also have a winning record. And we are going to lose that one in overtime, so I'll give them that. And okay, so it was just a 5 game road trip. And now we're at home for 3 or more. And starting off against the Blackhawks, who have Michael Ryder tearing it up for them so far this year. And we are going to win that one 4-1, so nice to see. So we're starting to string wins together. Again, putting in maybe on the penalty kill might have helped it. We're going to take a look at the stats after the rest of the sim is done. And that will probably wrap up this episode. Next game here against Nashville, who are still tearing up the league. Can we get a win against them, please? And we don't. We actually lose again. So not good to see. Got a couple wins, couple losses. I mean, the story of the past 2 years where we were a very streaky team, where we've went on 10-game win streaks, and then we go on 6-game losing streaks, and it was just kind of hard to see what was going on there. I mean, our power play was either working or it was not working. But look at that, 4-3, 5-0 win Yakupov with 25 assists so far. Man, he is tearing it up there on the right wing, and we're going to sim the next 2 games, and we might just sim past the Maple Leafs game too. Another win shutout for Miller, I'm guessing, and we'll see how our AHL team's doing in terms of McKinnon, and see if he's developed so far this year. Game against Florida, and we're going to win that one 6-2, so nice. Very nice to see, and we're up to 21-13-3 going into 2016. So, Stats Central, take a look at the standings so far. We are 6th, back in the 6th in the league. Nice to see. We are in the Central Division, and we are 3rd with 45. So not too bad compared to the other teams, because we are pretty much okay so far in a playoffs position. And entire league, just going to look at AHL. Okay, Lake Erie's pretty much shitting the bed at this point. But goals against, we are 8th. Goals for, we are 11th. So we've gone up there. Power play still at 17th. Still could be improved upon. I'm interested to see PK still at 20th. So I don't know. I mean, we might have just got hot at this point. Take a look at our team stats, our players, how they're doing so far this year. And I'm guessing Yakupov's, hopefully, I'm guessing he's at a point per game pace so far this year. So yeah, 37 points in 37 games, 12 goals, 25 assists. Tearing it up at this point. Landeskog up there with 32, and then Duchesne 24. A little bit low for the first line, but Yakupov's tearing it up. Duchesne should be able to as well. Iginla, not too bad, 21 points. O'Reilly's the sniper for our team at this point, 16 goals. And the rest of our team looks like it's not doing too bad at all. Plus minus might be a good thing to check out. Schultz, Iginla doing well there. And at the bottom, it's Barry and Elliott and McGinn. So, not could be improved upon, but I guess it's not a big deal. Goalies are Ryan Miller, 18 and 10, so not doing too bad at all. Solid effort for him. And we're just gonna take a look at how McKinnon's doing. I'm gonna ask you guys what you think I should do with him, whether to keep him in the AHL playing on that first line, or move him up to the NHL and see what we can do. Trade away a couple of people so we could bring him in. But look at that, 32 points in 30 games. McKinnon's tearing up the AHL. So it might be good for his development to keep him down there, or just to call him up and play him on the third line. But I'm going to let you guys decide. I just want to check the lines to make sure he's playing on that first line, not behind like Mitchell, let's say. And edit lines. There we go. So yeah, he's actually playing on the second line. So we're gonna put McKinnon on the first line, and we'll see if that changes anything. If he turns up to starts dominating that league, we might be able to upgrade his overall. But if we do make the playoffs, I might actually just call up McKinnon late in the season to see if we could make a run there. But we can't call him up unless we make a trade and trade away someone like Prust for a draft pick, and then that'll open up cap at this point. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see if McKinnon will be able to make his NHL debut this year. But as of right now, it looks like it's not going to happen for a while. So once again, let me know what you guys want me to do in terms of Nathan McKinnon. It's the story of Nathan McKinnon so far. We're doing pretty well in the league. No complaints there. But once again, Nathan McKinnon, what do I do with him? Alright, so that'll be the end of episode number 14 of my BAGM Mode Commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.